So today I've decided I'm going to binge watch a show that's been out for a while, but we're going to do a little commentary. So I am going to watch Sons of Anarchy from the beginning. And every episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about pros and cons and what I think should have happened. So come along with me and let's do this. So I just got done watching all 7 seasons of Sons of Anarchy. I've watched it in the past, like years ago when it was on currently. I did not realize how sadistic and crazy this show is from start to finish. It's an amazing show. It's a great show. Twists, turns, keep you on your toes, have you guessing, not sure what's gonna happen. This show is fucking crazy. Pardon my French. Crazy. You talk about the first season, you know, Tara coming back into Jax's life, his high school sweetheart, the person he loved more than anything, them reconnecting, then you have, Stahl, stupid ass, framing Opie, and you got Donna's death, which was very sad because that chick just needed to go. Then you got season 2, with the rape of Gemma. I don't, man, listen, Kurt Slater, I think that's his name, I say it, he must have one sadistic brain to come up with these scenarios. But I have to say, like, my top 5 saddest moments of the season was Tara dying, Opie dying, Bobby dying. Um, Wayne, Wayne was a little bit iffy for me because I thought Wayne was a good guy, but I feel like he kind of like was in between. Like a lot of things that happened were because of Wayne not knowing what he was talking about, especially when it comes to Tara and Jax and how Tara died because Wayland put his nose in where it didn't belong. Gemma, I liked her character. Yes, she was a bitch. Yes, she was evil. I kind of feel bad that Jax had to kill her, but that's what he had to do for himself. And I also feel, you know, sad for Jax because at the end of the day, I feel bad when it comes to Jax. There's like nothing really to say. Like he never got the chance to experience what he wanted to experience. Like he had to ultimately kill himself, like his father did, to escape Sam Crow. I wish the storyline had gone a little bit like I like how it ended. I like how all 7 scenes were. It was amazing. It was great. It was powerful. It was eye catching. Everything. I just wish that Jax and Tara were able to actually take their boys, get out, and live a happy life. That it didn't have to end with both of them dying for the boys to escape Sam Crow. Sam Crow. Um, that's one thing I wish would have been a little bit different. Jax being able to find peace, find happiness, move on with Tara, or even having Tara be able to take the boys and leave, and give them a better life instead of it being Wendy. Yes, Wendy's great, but like she comes and goes, like she's not really irrelevant. I just wish that Jax and Tara had been able to take their boys and leave. And then we're gonna talk about Juice. Juice, I feel like he was manipulated. I feel like he was strong, but he was weak when it came to certain things. He allowed people to manipulate him and to persuade him to do certain things, and he really didn't know where his loyalty lied within himself and within the club. And I think that's ultimately where the betrayal came and why he had to go. Opie, man, listen, other than Jax, that was my dude. I feel like when Donna died, it changed Opie. And in between good and bad, I think when Piney died and he found out the truth about what Clay had done, it changed Opie's whole like dynamic on everything, like on the like on everything. I wish his character had stayed around a little longer too, because I feel like if Opie's character had stayed along, Jax wouldn't have done some of the things that he had done, and maybe Tara wouldn't have had to die, and Jax wouldn't have had to die. But that's obviously, the storyline how it had to go. I'm gonna talk about Miss Gemma. I feel like Gemma just always wanted to be in control, always wanted to be the one dictating things, always wanting to be the one to manipulate everybody. I feel like she caused more hurt and death than she did love and support. And I feel like that, that her character made a lot of bad choices throughout the 7 seasons. A lot of horrible, horrible bad choices that resulted in people getting killed upon her lies, upon her deception, and just who she was. And I wish they had talked a little bit more about her role in John Taylor's death because obviously she was part of it. And we're going to talk about Jax and Tara. I love their love story. I love how, she was the doctor, he was the biker. Good girl, bad guy. You know how they always say, every good girl falls for a bad guy. I just wish that he was a little bit more deceptive and wanted to leave and wanted to get out and didn't let his mother kind of manipulate him. I feel like she manipulated him, after like season 4 when he was going to leave and she gave him the letters from his dad. She knew he was going to stay. Like, she wanted him to be Sam Crow. She never wanted anything more for him. I just wish that he had more integrity and more pride to leave and take his boys and take Tara and get out. It would have been good to see, one person actually survive and keep going forward. Because if you look at the scenario, none of them had families. Tibbs, his wife and daughter lived in Ireland. Didn't see them. Take's daughter, one of them died. You don't see the other one. Bobby has kids, but you never saw any of his kids or any around, and he ended up dying. I think at the end of the day, like when the season 7 came and everybody went, it was sad because ultimately Sam Crow destroyed everybody's lives. But overall, it's a great show. It'll keep you guessing. It'll keep you on your toes. It'll keep you wondering what's going to happen next. Killer violence. The violence is crazy. The guns are crazy. Some of the freaking sex scenes are like, wow. Like, I don't know how they even did it on TV, but they did it. But yeah, if you haven't seen the show, I'd say go and watch it. There's 7 seasons. I think there's 95 episodes, so probably a day and a half, to watch it. And I think you're gonna like it. Till next time. Bye, guys.